The legacy of a prince. What we can learn from Vegeta, the Saiyan warrior. The epic narrative of Dragon Ball, often centered on the sunny and carefree figure of Goku, offers, in its dark and complex counterpoint, one of the most profound and resonant arcs of personal development in modern fiction. The journey of Vegeta, the prince of the Saiyan race. Far from being a mere rival or supporting character, Vegeta emerges as a multifaceted study on redemption, pride, discipline, and the constant redefinition of the self. His evolution from an interplanetary genocidal maniac to a dedicated protector and father is not a simple change of sides, but a painful and deliberate rewriting of his own code of conduct. For an audience of young people, teenagers, and adults navigating the complexities of identity, ambition, and relationships, Vegeta's story serves as a powerful treatise on human transformation. This text aims to dissect the fundamental lessons offered by Vegeta's trajectory, analyzing his psychology, his defeats, his moral victories, and his relationship with central figures like Goku and his son, Gohan. Through his struggle, we can find valuable insights for our own internal and external battles. Chapter 1. The Burden of Identity, Ego, and Legacy. The first and most evident characteristic of Vegeta is his unshakable pride, a trait that initially borders on pathological arrogance. He is not just Vegeta, he is Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. This title is not a mere formality, but the very essence of his initial identity. It carries the weight of an extinct legacy, the memory of a proud warrior race, and the shadow of a father who, in his perception, failed by being subjugated by a tyrant like Frieza. What we can learn. Lesson 1. Pride as foundation and prison. Vegeta's pride is his driving force. It is what prevents him from definitively bowing down, even when defeated. He refuses to be less than his lineage demands. In our own lives, a sense of self-esteem and pride in our origins, achievements, and values can be a powerful motivator. It prevents us from settling for mediocrity and urges us to honor the sacrifice of those who came before us. However, Vegeta also demonstrates the dangers of toxic pride. His initial refusal to accept help, his inability to admit Goku's superiority, and his impulsive decisions, like allowing Cell to reach his perfect form, are fruits of misdirected pride, which prioritizes vanity over the collective good. The lesson is to discern when our pride elevates us and when it limits us. Lesson 2. The reconstruction of identity. Vegeta's true journey begins when his princely title becomes insufficient to define who he is. What does it mean to be a prince without a kingdom, a warrior without a purpose for conquest? He is forced to confront this dissonance. His identity, once rigid and based on a dead past, must adapt to a new context. This is deeply relevant for young people and adults in a constantly changing world. Many of us cling to identities based on family expectations, past successes, or social labels. Vegeta's story teaches us that identity is not a statue, but a clay we can reshape. He progressively becomes an earthling, a husband, a father, and, most significantly, Vegeta, a unique individual transcending the mere royal title. Chapter 2. Rivalry as a catalyst for growth. The relationship between Vegeta and Goku is the backbone of the character's development. Goku represents everything Vegeta is not. A low-class Saiyan who, through pure love for fighting and a tireless work ethic, surpasses the genetically superior prince. This rivalry is the most powerful engine of Vegeta's evolution. What we can learn. Lesson 1. The acceptance of a rival partner. Initially, Vegeta sees Goku as an aberration, an insult to his lineage. His anger and envy are palpable. However, over time, he is forced to recognize not only Goku's strength but also his methodology. Goku's work ethic, his humility in training, and his ability to form deep bonds are gradually assimilated by Vegeta. He learns that rivalry, when healthy, is not about destroying the other, but about using the other's existence as a mirror and an incentive to overcome oneself. In professional and academic life, having a Goku, someone whose skills challenge and inspire us, can be one of the greatest gifts. Instead of yielding to destructive envy, we can channel that energy into our own improvement, recognizing that the other's excellence does not diminish our own, but sets a new standard to be reached. Lesson 2. The humility of defeat. Vegeta is defeated by Goku indirectly in the battle against Vegeta on Earth, and subsequently by countless other villains. Each defeat is a catastrophic blow to his ego, but also a lesson in humility. He learns, albeit reluctantly, that he is not the absolute apex. This acceptance of one's own fallibility is a crucial step towards genuine growth. The lesson for us is clear. Failures and defeats are not finalities, but diagnoses. They show our weaknesses and create space for learning. The person who never fails is the one who never tries anything truly challenging. Chapter 3. Discipline and the unshakable work ethic. Unlike Goku, who often relies on legendary transformations or training with gods, Vegeta's power is largely forged by his own fierce determination and brutal discipline. He is the architect of his own power. What we can learn. Lesson 1. Self-determination. Vegeta embodies the belief that innate talent can only take you so far. Beyond that, only hard work and relentless discipline build greatness. While Goku trains with masters, Vegeta often subjects himself to self-imposed training regimes of inhuman intensity, whether in hundredfold gravity or under extreme conditions. This speaks to the importance of self-discipline. Success in any area, academic, artistic, athletic, professional, is rarely an accident. It is the result of daily consistency, of an unshakable will to push oneself beyond the limits of comfort. Vegeta reminds us that no one is coming to save us. We must be our own greatest trainers and critics. Lesson 2. The acceptance of responsibility. After each defeat, Vegeta does not look for excuses. He internalizes the failure and converts it into fuel for his next training cycle. He assumes full responsibility for his own condition. This stance is the antithesis of a victimhood mentality, so common in contemporary society. The lesson is powerful. Taking responsibility for our mistakes and our deficiencies is the first and most crucial step to overcoming them. Control over one's own destiny begins with the recognition that we are the primary agents of our lives. Chapter 4. Redemption and the power of personal transformation. Vegeta's redemption arc is possibly the most inspiring element of his story. He was not born a hero, he became one. This transformation is slow, painful, and full of relapses, making it profoundly human and believable. What we can learn. Lesson 1. The past is not a life sentence. Vegeta was, without a shadow of a doubt, a villain. His hands are soaked with the blood of countless innocents. Yet, his journey proves that no one is irredeemably lost to their past mistakes. Redemption is not about erasing the past, but about becoming someone so different that the past no longer defines you. It is a continuous walk, not a final destination. For anyone carrying the weight of regrets or actions they are ashamed of, Vegeta's story is a testament that change is possible. The burden of the past can be used as a reminder of what one should no longer be, not as a chain that binds forever. Lesson 2. Human bonds as agents of healing. Vegeta's redemption does not occur in a vacuum. It is catalyzed by the bonds he forms on Earth, no matter how much he initially rejects them. The unrequited, yet persistent, love of Bulma, the birth of his son Trunks, and even the irritating but constant presence of Goku and his family create a social ecosystem that pulls him toward the light. Specifically, his relationship with Gohan is significant. He witnesses the boy's latent power, a force that eclipses his own, yet is tempered by a kindness he himself never knew. These experiences show that personal transformation is often a collective effort. Allowing other people into our lives, accepting their influence, and learning from their different perspectives is fundamental to breaking negative cycles of thought and behavior. Chapter 5. Parenthood and the breaking of cycles. One of the most moving aspects of Vegeta's maturity is his evolution as a father. Raised under the aegis of a father who saw him as a tool of power and under Frieza's tyranny, Vegeta had no model of affectionate or nurturing parenthood. His first reaction to Trunks' birth is distance. However, he breaks this cycle. What we can learn. Lesson 1. The courage to be different. Vegeta could easily have repeated the patterns of his own upbringing, raising Trunks to be a cold and ruthless warrior. Instead, he slowly learns to demonstrate love and protection. His famous hug with Trunks before his final sacrifice against Majin Buu is one of the most powerful moments in the series. It is the pinnacle of his emotional journey, the proud and closed-off prince, sacrificing himself not out of pride, but out of unconditional love for his son. This teaches us that we are not doomed to repeat the mistakes of our families. We have the power and responsibility to create new legacies, to offer future generations a better environment than the one we received. Lesson 2. Love is the source of supreme strength. While Goku fights to protect everyone, a more generic feeling, Vegeta's strength is increasingly fueled by a specific and deep love for his family. His fury upon witnessing Bulma's death at the hands of Cell, or his agony when Majin Buu destroys his family, are examples of how these bonds became his moral anchor and his deepest source of power. The lesson is that emotional vulnerability, far from being a weakness, can be the foundation of our greatest strength. Allowing oneself to love and be loved adds a layer of purpose and resilience to our existence that purely selfish goals can never provide. Chapter 6. The Ultimate Sacrifice. The Defeat of the Ego. The most emblematic and philosophically rich moment in Vegeta's history is his sacrifice against Majin Buu. This act is not just a physical sacrifice. It is the ritualistic death of his old ego. What we can learn. Lesson 1. Supreme humility. As he explodes in an act of self-destruction, Vegeta delivers a devastating monologue. He finally admits out loud that Goku is the better warrior. He apologizes to Bulma and Trunks, not just for dying, but for all his years of coldness and absence. He recognizes that his obsession with surpassing Goku blinded him to what truly mattered. This is the pinnacle of his humility. He strips away all his remaining pride in one last, grand gesture of love. This teaches us that true growth sometimes requires the metaphorical death of parts of ourselves, our ego, our unhealthy obsessions, our destructive pride. Only then can we be reborn, wiser, and more complete. Lesson 2. The meaning of self-sacrifice. Vegeta, who once considered everyone inferior and expendable, gives his life for people he would have previously despised. This act redefines heroism. It is not about being the strongest, but about being willing to give everything for the good of others. It is a universal lesson about altruism and the ultimate courage that resides not in taking lives, but in giving one's own. Conclusion: the prince who became a man. Vegeta's saga is ultimately the story of a man at war with himself. His battle is not only against Frieza, Cell, or Majin Buu, but against the demons of his own making, his dark past, and his rigid identity. Through his journey, we learn that 1. Pride can be both a catalyst and a prison, and it is up to us to direct it. 2. Healthy rivalry is one of the greatest engines of personal excellence. 3. Discipline and self-determination are the pillars upon which greatness is built. 4. Redemption is always possible for those willing to face their demons and reinvent themselves. 5. The human bonds of love and family are the source of our deepest and most enduring strength. 6. The sacrifice of the ego is sometimes the necessary price for true enlightenment and inner peace. Vegeta is not a perfect hero. He is temperamental, arrogant, and at times cruel. But it is precisely in his flaws that we find his humanity. His struggle is our struggle, the eternal battle between who we were and who we aspire to be. He shows us that true strength does not lie in never falling, but in getting up after each fall, wiser, more humble, and more determined than before. The legacy of Prince Vegeta is not an empty throne of a destroyed planet, but an eternal and inspiring testament to the limitless power of personal transformation. In his continuous struggle to surpass himself, he offers us a map, a beacon of hope for our own journeys of self-discovery and growth. Our community of thinkers and warriors is what makes this channel strong. If you're ready to join the fight for more meaningful content, help us out by subscribing to the channel and giving this video a like. Your engagement makes all the difference. See you in the comments section.